Let's quickly spend time on understanding what this problem asks us to do. So in this problem, we are told that we are given 10 rows, numbered 0 to 9, and we are given an input string. And string is such a way that first letter is telling the color of the ring and second is telling which rod it is on. For example, here if we see blue is on road number 0, so I can simply go and put blue on road number 0. Then it says there is a blue on road number 6, so I go to 6 and put a blue there. Then it says there is a green on road number 0, so we will go and put a green on road number 0. So let me pick green. So 0 has a green. Then we have a red on road number 6. So if I go to 6 and put a red there, then we have a red on road number 0. So red is kept on 0. And then we have red on 6, green on 9. So red on 6 and green on 9. Now, what we have to return is we have to tell how many roads are there which have all three colors. So in this example, our answer is actually 1 because there is only one road which has all three colors. So given a string and given the fact that there are 10 roads given, we have to just return the number of roads having all three colors on it. Now let's see the intuition behind how can we attack this problem or how can we solve this problem. So a simple fact given is we have 10 roads available to us. So I can take like an array, but each road can have three colors on it. So that makes it little two-dimensional. So what we can do is we can take a, let's say 10 cross 3 matrix of Boolean type, because all we have to track is the color is there or not there. So I can essentially go and draw a 10 cross 3 matrix, 10 rows and 3 columns. Each row is representing the road and each column is representing the color, ring color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me add one above 8. And 9, 10. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, I have drawn one extra row. And what we do is in each row, we have 3 columns. First column is to mark R is there or not. So we can say like 0 index is for R, 1 index is for G, and index 2 is for B, RGB. Now all we have to do is we have to go over the string and take 2 characters at a time. So first character is B. So B is the ring color and 0 is the index of row in which B is there. So I can simply go ahead and mark that tick here, which essentially in code it will be true. And then B6, I have to go to 6th row and I have to mark B as true. So we can have if else like for B, which is the index in each row that we are marking as true. Then we go to G, 0. So in 0, we go to G and we do a tick. This is found. And same way, we go to 6th row, go to R. 6th row, R is index 0. We mark it tick. Then we go to 0th row, R, mark it tick. Then we go to 6th row, R. It is already marked, so we will again write true to it. So it will just overwrite the value. G9, we go to 9th row and mark G as tick. So all we have to do is loop over the string, extract the characters, and second character is a digit. If we want to convert it to an int, we can do that, or we can do a character comparison directly to just find, because we need to convert 0 character to 0 index of column, 0 index of row, which row we are going to mark it in. Now, if you loop over the string, if you have marked all the rows properly in the matrix, after that it actually becomes a matrix problem. All we have to do is we have to count those rows into, we have to take those rows into consideration which have all 3 values as true. So it is a matrix problem. Find out how many rows of the matrix have all 3 true values. So it's a simple matrix problem. So this problem can be solved by taking a static matrix of 10 cross 3 size, or implementation wise we can take static matrix, or we can take vector of vector, which is dynamic matrix, or we can also take map or dictionary, where each row, rather than taking a static matrix, we can take int as the row number is the key, and value can be stored as a 3 element vector, so vector of int. In fact, if you want to really use STL, then we can also go with map of int comma set of char. What we can do is, rather than storing the tick values, we can take a map of int and set of char. So when we go to index 0 and we find b is the character, we can go and add that to the set. So then another, on 0 if we add, imagine on 0 we were adding, I think on 6 we were adding 2 R's. So set will take care of duplicates. It will remove duplicates. So once we have filled the map, in place of matrix, if we fill the map, all we have to find out in map how many keys are there for which set size is 3. So it can be solved with that. In fact, we can bring the set flavor into vector notation also. We can also take it as vector of set. So multiple ways are there to implement. All these are ways to kind of solve the problem considering it is a 2D matrix. Next video I'll talk about how we could have done it with just a one-dimensional array that will use bitwise concepts. So this has another solution that I'll be talking in the next video. Now let's talk about one more interesting solution to rings and roads problem, which uses bits in the number. So it's a bitwise solution. So I take a 1D array, and what I'm trying to do is, rather than having 3 separate elements to represent RGB, we can take, this is an integral array. We can take bits in the integers. So 0th bit we can use to mark R, first bit we can use to mark G, and second bit we can use to mark RGB. So since these are integral values, so let me initialize all integers as zeros. And let's go step by step. So blue is the color on 0th road. So I go to 0th position. For blue, second bit I want to mark as 1. So easy way of marking second bit as 1 is, if I do bitwise OR of this number with 4. Its positional value is 4, its positional value is 2, its positional value is 1. So I can do bitwise OR of this value with 4. Whenever I see B, I'll do this. Then we come to B6, go to 6th position and do bitwise OR with 4. So actually we are just marking the bit number 2 in this integer. And reason we are taking bit position is because if B is coming, B should mark a separate bit, G should mark a separate bit, R should mark a separate bit. And if all 3 bits are set in every number, you would realize that number will become 7, because 111 is the binary pattern for 7 decimal number. So let's continue this journey. So G at 0th bit, so G is 2. So at 0th bit we do 4 or 2. So we do bitwise OR of 2 and 4. So eventually it will become 6. So let me go and make it 6. Then we go to R6. So go to 6th row and we are putting R. R is first bit position. So 4 is already there. If we set, after 4, if we set rightmost 0th bit, so it will become 5. Then we go to R0, we go to 0th bit and we mark R. So in 6, if you mark 110, you mark rightmost bit, it becomes 7. Then we go to R6, again we go to 6th position, R is bit number 1, bit position 0 and value is 1. So do OR of 5 or 1 will remain 5. G9, go to 9th rod and put G. G is nothing but its value is 2, bit position is 1. So go and mark that bit position as set. So once we have filled this 1D array, all we have to count is how many elements in this array are 7. So basically all 3 bits set. if we count all those elements, that becomes kind of a single dimensional array solution with bits. So this is the solution I implemented during the contest today. So quickly, if I take you to this, I just took a vector of size 10. RGB I had taken in an array so that I can easily store and access them. Did I use the array? Yes, here I use the array. So I'm giving index to the color, and based on the index, I'm ORing with the value of that color. So 0, I have put 1, then this 2, then 4. This 1, 2, 4 are stored here. So for each, I'm jumping two steps at a time. I'm taking two characters at a time. So first character gives me color character, and from color character, I'm converting that to an index using if else, and then I'm extracting the road number. So road number becomes the index in my vector, and RGB of color index gives me the value with which I should be doing bitwise OR, and that's how looping over entire string I'm filling in the vector, and in the end I'm going over every value of the vector to just count how many values of the vector are 7. So this is the bitwise solution.